Hello guys, it is Jeed, and does anyone feel like the pack grind on FC26 has been the same almost since winter wildcards and feels like it's quite hard to pack a high-end FUT birthday card? Well, can we get a better pack grind? Will we see something repeatable before the end of the FUT birthday promo, or will it be a repeat of Team of the Year? Also got a new evolution, a new icon SBC, and we're on nearly 10 million coins liquid, so loads to talk about, boys. Let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. I hope you are having a fantastic Tuesday, fantastic week, fantastic day. Make sure to subscribe if you are new for FUT birthday videos, or just leave a like on the video. You would be so kind. What a person you would be. Let's start with the pack grind. I think this is really interesting, okay, because it's almost like we have a lot of SBCs right now without anything that really gives out too much. From what I'm understanding, from what I'm packing, from what I'm seeing you guys pack in the Discord, yes, we've got a lot of guarantee packs, but they're all a bit meh. It kind of feels like the same grind we've had for so long. And the way the FUT birthday playstyle or the FUT birthday promo in general just works, of course, it's all about getting untradeable players and then putting them in your team because you can put the playstyles on them. So the pack grind should really be, if you think about it, the most important thing, or the most important thing in this entire promo. But we jump over onto Trusty Paint. I love showing this, right? This is how I'd explain the pack grind this year on FC26, right? So you can take the start of the year, there was no real pack grind because there never is, right? Start of the year is no pack grind. We then got winter wildcards, and I think the pack grind was insane, right? This over here, winter wildcards, the pack grind was ridiculous. So everyone call this the level of it. It was really good. Remember, we had the crafting upgrade, and it was so nice, right? Even the crafting upgrade itself, that alone made it so nice. And then afterwards, it took a bit of a dip, and we probably got down to about this level here, where the dailies stayed, and it was right in the middle. Then we went back up to Team of the Year. I think Team of the Year got to about here, not quite winter wildcards, and then it was decent. We got the crafting upgrade. Team of the Year ends, and we got to about here. We normally have more upgrades since the end of Team of the Year. And now it's just flatline. And I feel like it's in a flat line for the rest of the game, or at least until Team of the Season. Probably Team of the Season. It could even be later on, but it should be at least until Team of the Season. That is the pack grind for me right now. And it has been so stagnant. Provisions, daily SBCs, league SBCs, into the few daily upgrades like an 83 times 14. And it just feels so monotonous. I don't think it feels like it's worth doing. I don't know about you boys, but I'm getting less motivated by the pack grind every single day, unless I'm on stream doing the packs with you boys. So I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like it needs a bit of a refresh. Could we not get what we saw the other day? Because the other day, if you missed it, we got one of the best SBCs of the year, not just on FUT birthday, but of the entire year when it comes to upgrades. We got all the way at the back a 1 of 4, 90 plus FUT birthday, Team 1, or Team 2 player pick. Now, what I would say is, if you've not done this SBC, you are bananas. Go and do it. Yes, it's 4 squads. It's quite expensive for, well, compared to the rest of the FUT birthday guarantees. But that one right there gives out some insane players. Now, I didn't get the best card in it in the entire world. I got Luka Modric, which is fine. Nothing wrong with Luka Modric. But I recommend you guys go and do that. It is great. Could we not just make that repeatable and keep it at the same price? It's already really expensive. It would make everyone want to go and do the daily bronzes, daily silvers, daily golds, and daily rare golds, all that good stuff. If that was a repeatable grind, all that would happen is FUT birthday cards come down in price a little bit. They would still stay really expensive for the big ones because people can't pack them. But it would make fodder go up. It would make low-end fodder go up. It would make people go and want to do league SBCs. It'd bring more people playing the game daily to try and get FUT birthday cards. Make it more expensive and make it repeatable. I don't really understand why they can't do that. I just feel like it's very monotonous right now. And I'm hopeful, with it being Tuesday today, we still have today and tomorrow night and even the Thursday night to get one more chance at a FUT birthday pack grind before these cards then go out of packs forever and just get added to the campaign picks, and that just feels a bit meh. We've already seen with these cards, the prices just keep going up. If we take a look over here on FUTBin and look just at the Team 1, because Team 2 is still in packs, so they're not doing too crazy just yet. Demone's 1.8 million coins. Now, have you seen, we put this coins on stream, and then we sold it for about 900,000 coins, which was great profit at the time. We made like 600, 700,000 coins. If I held that card, I would have made millions of coins because there was just no supply. I sold them because I thought they're surely going to bring some supply onto these cards, and she's not the only one. Go and have a look. Just go and have a look yourself at Team 1 cards. Llorente, who was 300,000 coins, is now up to 700,000 coins. We talk about this on every video because they keep going up. This Ronaldo card was 4 million coins. He's now nearly 6 million coins. Who is making a 6 million coin card untradeable? Enough people to make the card rise. Could we see the same with Team 2? We are going to talk about some investments later on, because with the Morna, you could have made millions, and everyone wants to get in on these Team 2 cards before it is too late. For example, Pogba is already up 500,000 coins because people have gone very, very early on these cards, and there could still be some left that do really, really well. We could also see some crashes on these cards. But I do think they're just rising and rising because there's no real way to pack the big ones. Of course, there's the outliers. There'll be the people in the Discord who pack the odd card. They put it in pack show off and everyone else gets depressed. But for the main point, I just think we need a slightly better pack grind. Now, it isn't all doom and gloom. I still think, by the way, the promo that we've got right now is the best we've had in the last 2 years. Not the last, like this year, the last 2 years. Let me know what you think down below. I think this FUT birthday promo is the best of FC25 and FC26. We did get a new icon SBC that I think is very average. Quick Step Plus with Rapid is nice, but no technical, no incisive, no pinged. For me personally, no tricks there. Charbum Club is a nice card in-game, and the 90 physicals are really nice touch because he actually has 90 strength, and most attackers don't really have that, especially icon attackers. I think he's probably better than Van Persie in-game, but how many people have really completed this SBC with R9, with Evos, and especially obviously the FUT birthday Evos? I think that's going to be an avoid for me. The only other SBC you guys will want to know about is, guess what we got? We got the 5-star skill move, 5-star weak foot Evo SBC back, 5-star baller, but why is it capped at an 88 rated player? How many of you guys are using 88 rated players in your team right now? Maybe for chain evolutions, but with all the FUT birthday evolutions given 5-star weak foot and given 5-star skill moves, this feels really underwhelming. So it moves us on to the evolution we got yesterday on Monday, which is okay. It is very okay. I don't actually mind it. And it lets us do two really nice chains. One that I want to speak about just now, because the Evo we got yesterday was Party in the Middle. Now, for 60,000 coins, can be a little bit expensive if you're someone who's really, really tight for coins. But obviously, if you're around the channel, you should be making millions as we go along. So for you, it shouldn't be too bad. Now, one of the players that I did want to speak about that goes into it, not as a chain, but just in general, is Arturo Vidal. Do you remember when this Time Warp Vidal dropped? He was absolutely insane. It makes his card very, very nice. He gets the bruiser. He, of course, gets that ping pass plus, and he is usable again. He's still really hard to link, but he is usable again. But he is not the card I want to talk about. A lot of you guys should have this Enzo Lafite card. Now, the reason this is really interesting is because he has a chain right now. And again, a lot of you guys should still have this card unless you've used him as fodder. If you go to Evolution Builder, put him into Party in the Middle, and then throw him into Birthday Benito. Look at this card. The two single best playstyles for a defensive central midfielder. 91, 89, 91, 93, 88, and 85 with a 94 meta rating. 5-star, 5-star. He gets these playstyles just here. I love tricks. They're technical. The only playstyle in the entire one here I don't like is Long Ball. I wish I could swap that out. And maybe if you've got some regular playstyle Evos lying around, you can swap it out. But if you've got that Enzo Lafite, for 185,000 coins, it is a lot of coins, but for a centre mid, have you seen too many better? And he is French, so he is linkable. Now, that was the Evo we got on Monday. It's very, very nice, and I'm starting to build up a stack of evolutions, so maybe soon I might do a video on the best chains on FUT Birthday right now. Let me know down below, or just leave a like or whatever if you want to see that, like a video on going through. I'll find some bronze and silver cards, so if you've still got some of these Evos lying around, you can make them absolutely OP, because I think that's a little bit of fun. At the end of the day, we're in FUT Birthday. It's a little bit of fun right now. Now, the other Evo that you could have missed, because we didn't do a video the other day, is everyone I feel like misses training camp Evos. We got Birthday Brunch, again, another 6 out of 10 evolution. It makes some cards look okay. I think I was going to put it on my Jekyll card, because he'll still fit another evolution. It gives him Rapid Plus, and look at this set of playstyles for a striker. So I got Flashback Jetto in like one of the campaign picks a while ago. I think that's going to be a crazy card. It's just a bit of fun. He's not going to be the most meta striker in the entire game. But let me know if you're doing anyone in that. I just hate training camp evolutions. I think they're a bit of a waste. I get this only 24 minutes, but like, it almost feels like there's no need to section off this tab. It's just a bit strange. I think they'll remove them next year. That is my guess. I think they'll just go to regular evolutions, and they might even lean more into this just playstyle bakery concept, but for like more promos. Maybe 1 in every 3 promos is a playstyle promo, because another conversation we need to have another day is what happens to the promo after FUT Birthday. Surely this promo after FUT Birthday is going to be just awful in comparison, but that is a promo for another day. We still got FUT Birthday, and we're still in a very, very good promo. Still actually not spoke about the best bit of content that we got yesterday, which is where everyone, and I mean everyone, should be spending their time. Just before we get to that, there is 2 SBCs that expire, one of them today and one of them today a little bit earlier. It is these two just here. Endrick expires, but he doesn't expire at content. He came out, I think it was about 3 p.m, so we should expire in a few hours as you're watching. watching this. Honestly, for Evos, he's too expensive, by the way. He's far too expensive. But for Evos, it's kind of nice. Rapid and low driven plus. I don't love low driven plus. I don't know what you guys think. I think I'd rather just low driven with finesse plus. But he is there. He is there. He does expire. And next one is Gelson Martins. Again, very similar to Endrick. If you want to go and do him before he expires, again, we'll be putting all the expiry pings in the Discord down below if you want to go get in there. But he's okay. He's got whip pass. He's missing a few playstyles. He's not awful. But the best bit of content we got yesterday, and where I think everyone should be spending their time, probably today and maybe even tomorrow into Wednesday, is in the objectives tabs. Now, one of the things that FUT Birthday done is made the game fun again. But another thing it's done is made it so there's more to do on the game in terms of gameplay. Now, we've got these triple threat stuff that I think people were talking about the other day, which we said was really nice. You got a lot of the evolutions and the packs in there. I know it's going to take 5 or 6 weeks, but they are really nice. The new thing that we got was what we always get on Mondays, which is the Ultimate Gauntlet 13. But we were talking about the pack grind before and how, like, it's not great. There's not too many good packs in there. Go and play Gauntlet. You guys should be getting loads of FUT Birthday cards that you can at least give free playstyles and make them very nice for your Gauntlet teams. Everyone should have 2 or 3 good squads now, at least. Even if they're not great, 2 or 3 good squads. And for playing Gauntlet, 5x83, 6x83, 5x84, an evolution, which is called Fly Fishing, which gives Intercept that key playstyle, pace and defending. Really, really nice evolution. Does boost the rating, but a really, really, really nice evolution. Scoring 5, you get 5x85. You get a FUT Birthday Jack Grealish. Now, he's the main player, but of course, because the way these FUT Birthday cards work and playstyle's not been an issue, it's all about stats. Unless you're an Everton fan, or unless you just really want to Evo Jack Grealish, maybe you think he's a little bit attractive, although I think that boat has sailed. The stats aren't the best. Like, look at his shooting, look at his pace. I think he will fit some Evos. He probably fits, we'll even check it now, he probably fits that left wing Evo that we just put Enzo Laffy into. But I just think he's very, very, very average. Yes, you give him the right playstyles again, but I'm a Liverpool fan, so you boys know I'm probably not going to be one for me. Put him into Birthday Benito if our footbin decides to load. And yeah, you get 91, 91, 88, 93, 80. That is fine with the right playstyles. Now that I look at that, it is fine. But to be honest, that to me looks like an average left winger in the current state of the game. But you do get a Jack Grealish for playing Gauntlet, even if you're going to use him as fodder. Win 3 matches, you get 5x85. Win 4, you get another evolution. This one's just a 5-star weak foot, so not as good as, in my opinion, as that Fly Fishing one, because I feel like every evolution is just like 5-star, 5-star at the minute. But yeah, scoring 12, 3x86. Win, you get a 3x86, but that's only half of it. You then come to the Ultimate Gauntlet bonus, and for winning 1 match in a round, you get 10x84. For winning 2 matches in the single round of Gauntlet, so that's in like within 3 games, you get a 1 of 3 minimum 88 FUT Birthday Team 2 player pick. So we're talking about the pack grind not being the best. I'm telling you, the live event, the objective grind, is where you want to be spending your time right now. Gameplay is very hit and miss, but I think it's good enough to where you can go build a team and have a little bit of fun with it. But the big one, get a perfect round. You not only get 7x86 for getting the perfect round, you of course complete the entire thing. You get 5x87 and a 10x86. Just crazy rewards. So go and do the Gauntlet right now. Make sure you go and do all the live event stuff. Just some of the best rewards you can get in the entire game right now with everything. Honestly, well worth putting most of your time into it. I think that's the best bit of content, or at least the best bit of time to be spent on the game right now. And yeah, we're gonna talk about investments as we're near 10 million coins. But before we jump into what you can buy and just the market in general with those FUT Birthday cards ballooning in price, as always, my personal favorite segment, most of your guys' favorite segment, we have got the Reddit segment. One day there'll be a BigJead Reddit where we can talk about the game, the gameplay, and the issues, but for now we rely on the community and the most upvoted post. And this one I thought was very interesting. It's talking about combining some of the useless playstyles in the game, because what I don't like with playstyles is you go and build cards like this and it's the same set of playstyles every single time. You know when you guys are building these FUT Birthday cards, do you ever look at Acrobat, Precision Header, even Power Shot to a degree? Do you ever look at Aerial Fortress, really? Do you ever look at some of these like playstyles, Whip Pass Plus, Long Throw, whatever that is in the game for, and just think, what's the point of them? You just kind of overlook them. It's saying, why couldn't we combine Precision Header, Acrobat, and Aerial Fortress into just one playstyle called the Aerial Playstyle? I don't know what it'd be called, but it'd make it so that, or imagine one playstyle where it's improved Precision Headers, like headers in general, Acrobat, and they can jump better, whatever. I don't think that wouldn't be overpowered. You could like combine 3 playstyles and it wouldn't be that overpowered. The second one is Whip Pass, Inventive, and Game Changer. Now, Whip Pass would be tough. I'm not sure how I combine that. I think Inventive and Game Changer should 100% just be combined into one. That feels stupid. I think EA wants to just like make more playstyles so they could say at the start of FC26 on the trailers, look how much cool new stuff we're doing. And that's bullshit. I just think they should combine those two. I get Whip Pass being in there, but honestly, I don't think it really fits too much with the other two. But in general, I just like the idea of them combining playstyles and making it so like if you've got Tiki Taka Plus, it's great, but combine some of the crappy ones and then maybe they're more comparable and you'll get a little bit more variation, even though there's less play styles, if that makes sense. I really hope they do. Because if you think like what someone says here, in FC25, Game Changer and Inventive was one play style called Travella, and then they tried to like nerf Travellas because they were OP, and someone at Vang, people in the community just taking the piss out of EA because that's what people in the community do. But I do think that would be a really interesting idea. Let me know what you guys think. And also, what playstyles would you combine? Is there any other ones you could think to combine? Off the top of my head, I think they are the two most obvious ones. I think some people would like to do Quick Step and Rapid, but I think that'd be the most broken thing in the entire world. I think keep the really good ones separate and make it so the crap ones, you can combine them. I think everyone will be on board with it. Now, the next one, just 49 minutes ago as I record this, and it's kind of to do with what we said before. It won't let me load the image, but it's about exchanges. I think in general, the community misses exchanges because it's what I just said. The grind stayed the same. If you think about it, the grind and EA and everything about FIFA, everything about FC is progressive, right? Everything about FC should be a graph. If you think about the power curve is that, right? Power curve is just straight line, or it should be a straight line, right? I'm not the best at drawing. With Team of the Year, is a big spike in the middle of it. And then we get to footies and it's different, right? But everything's a graph. So in theory, the pack grind should go like that throughout the game, right? The objective grind should go like that throughout the game. At the start of the game, you can get 2 times 83 for completing the gauntlet, and you're happy because you might get a gold player worth 10k, and then it should go up as you go along. And right now, like I said, I think the pack grind's just done this, which is just crap. It's not what the game should be, which is why people are after exchanges. It's why people are wanting something bigger, something better. It's why I want the 90+ pick to be repeatable, because I don't think it'd be too overpowered. Let me know what you guys think about a pack grind. I do think that they got nerfed to the ground if they ever brought back. Basically, EA said at the start of the game, if you're not aware, that if they ever bring exchanges back, it means they have failed. Because what that means is, for EA to bring exchanges back, it's their way of artificially raising the fodder prices. I spoke about this the other day a little bit. But if EA bring a pack that you can put an 88 rated player in, get X amount of commons and rares, and then you can go and do the rest of the pack grind, EA know just without a doubt that would raise the price of fodder, and they would only do it in their eyes to raise the price of fodder. Now, they did that the other day with the 90+ player pick. The 90+ player pick, as you can see, these are up from 7k to 9k. These are now up towards 7k. Everything across the board, right? Everything across the board that we said to invest in terms of 85s, 86, and 87s, they're up as well. But the problem is that now that's gone, they're going to slowly float away again. So they could either make that repeatable and do something like I tried to do before, or they just bring back exchanges and give up with the whole idea of, exchanges means we failed. I don't think anyone would complain if they bring back exchanges. Like, is there going to be any discourse about, oh no, we got exchanges back in the game? I don't think so. I don't think it ruins the sort of pack weight of anything. They could nerf them into the ground, like someone says down here. At least bring them back. Don't, crucify them. Don't make it 3 gold players for an 89 exchange, but bring them back. I don't think anyone's going to really complain with that. And for a video that's been so, not negative, we've not been negative, but I think we've pointed out a lot of the flaws with just some of the recent things in FUT Birthday. I thought in general, this is what we should end on in terms of Reddit posts, because this has a huge amount of upvotes compared to a lot of the other posts in the recent time period. It's basically someone saying, please don't end this promo. EA, keep the formula going. Now, I think this is now the big debate, and I've got a theory or a thought in my head. EA will be thinking this right now at the headquarters, in the meetings. What do they do for the next promo? Do they change it? Because after the success of Bernardo Silva, after the success of FUT Birthday Team 1 and Team 2, I bet EA are thinking, what do we do right now for the next promo? Because I don't know what it'll be next after this. We've probably got Centurions coming up. We've probably got 1 or 2 more promos between now and Team of the Season, which should be in late April. If we go to the squads and we have a look at what was in FC25, will EA go back to the regular concept? So what does that mean? Will EA go back to just playstyles being playstyles, or will they go back and make it so that it's the FUT Birthday concept for every single promo that comes out between now and the end of the game? I don't think they will do that second one. I don't think they're going to make it so you can put any playstyles on your Team of the Season cards. I think EA just wouldn't do that. But yeah, we have Dream Chasers last year. We had Dream Chasers Team 2, and then we had Centurions. So you've got a maximum, I think, 2 promos. Might even be 1 longer promo. What do you guys think? Do EA make it so you can just copy this promo and put the playstyles on all of the cards? Or do they go back to a regular promo and just make the cards absolutely overpowered, but I guess not Team of the Season level? Because they can't go too far. They can't do 3 playstyle plus cards too much, because then that sort of devalues Team of the Season. So let me know what you guys think. I think the way they're going to do it, personally, is they're going to do something very similar to Centurions. Where you look at Centurions, all the big icons had 3 playstyle pluses, but not the regular Centurion card. Like here, you had this Baby Beasley card and the actual Beasley card. So the actual Beasley card having 3 playstyle plus, and then the Baby Beasley having 2 playstyle plus. I'm not sure they'll do the exact same thing with I keep saying Centurions, Immortals, but I think they'll do something very similar. See these 2 playstyle plus cards down here? It's kind of a way to then fill the packs, and then you have some 3 playstyle playstyle plus cards, but for the most part, they're really rare. Like even this Laurent Blanc card that had Aerial Fortress and Slide Tackle, which are two absolutely useless playstyles, just because he had 3 playstyle pluses and obviously Icon French centre back, he was still 900,000 coins to 1,000,000 coins, right? So I do think they could do something like that. I think the FUT birthday promo's gone. I think this was the way of testing it for FC27, and I think there'll be some serious debates now after FUT birthday if the next promo does dip in popularity or enjoyment or whatever. There'll be some serious debate for the next FIFA of how do they go about doing it. Do they stick with what they did for birthday for every promo? I don't think they do that. But there'll be some serious debates from the community or just some serious pressure on, you know, the EA as a whole to see what they do for FC27 because there'll be a lot of eyes on that game with GTA 6 coming out so soon afterwards. But it is time for investments and what is left to come on FUT birthday. So we've had Timber and Marmouche come out recently. I'm sure you guys would have seen. They're both great SBCs, even if they don't win just for Evos. Let me know down below. The competition we'll have today is if anyone gets the exact score for Arsenal Man City, maybe they'll win something huge. I don't know. But see if anyone can get the exact score for Arsenal Man City Cup final that is coming up this weekend. We've still got the Kingsley Coman SBC coming. Grealish was the objective. So you would think Coman should be the SBC. And I believe we still got the Goncalo Ramos and Mitoma coming, although they are not confirmed to be FUT birthday, which would be a little bit disappointing. And I think if they're not FUT birthday, then no one will care. If they are FUT birthday, a little bit more interesting. Goncalo Ramos could be a really nice cheap card, but Kingsley Coman could be the last big SBC of FUT birthday. So in terms of fodder, when we talk investments now, that's why high-rated fodder, no one really cares. They would have to do some sort of huge FUT birthday upgrade, like we're talking 91, 92 plus, or FUT birthday icon upgrade, something crazy basically to actually raise fodder. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about investments, coins, because we're nearly at 10 million coins, and having coins to do all of these really expensive Evos is very nice. So as I'm sure you guys will see, all we've been doing on the stream, if you guys were in the Twitch streams, you will have seen a lot of this, but we're still just flipping high-end cards. Although the market is kind of crashing day on day, it's kind of still fine to flip. You can kind of still buy cards like this Zaire Emery. I think I bought at 505. Sell him at 589. He might be back at 505 in a few days, but as long as you sell things quite quickly, then it's fine. These are the mornings I spoke about. We literally bought these very cheap, made some insane profit, and now she's 1.7 mil. This is quite sick to look at, to be honest. This is like 3 million coins sat there if I just held them a little bit longer. So let's not look at that too much. But you'll see, I'm flipping cards that are rare. I'm flipping cards that are in demand. If you guys want to come and get involved with that, come and join in the Twitch stream or even just get in the Discord. It makes it even easier. In terms of what we can look to invest in, there's actually quite a few different options because it is a sort of Monday, Tuesday, end of weekend league. Now, you might be past the sort of time where the best fodder cards are down because the weekend league supply is gone. But Team of the Week's 11,000 coins. Team of the Week's probably by the time you are watching this might have started to sail up. But if they're still at 11,000 coins, and yet it won't be on buy nows, it'll be on bids. 11,000 coins is absolutely fine. We're going to get more and more upgrades, at least in some capacity, through the next rest of this week for FUT birthday. And because of how in demand these FUT birthday cards are, people will certainly be doing upgrades every single day to try and get them. So Team of the Week's at 11k. I think they can go all the way up to like 13, 14, or even 16,000 coins if we get some nice upgrades. In terms of in terms of fodder, sorry, it is going to be low rated fodder again. I just don't see the point of looking at like 90 and 91 rated cards. The only SBC fodder that is down right now is 90 and 91 rated cards, because why would they rise? Now, EA could do some mad surprise SBC. We could get some mad surprise leak because EA wants to raise the price of this fodder. But even if we get exchanges, we might not even get a 91 exchange. It might finish at 89 or 90. So I think for fodder, you've got to look low end again. 85s and 86s are quite high, even 87s. So you're looking at bids, you're looking for another dip as people sort of forget about these cards in the mornings. Probably in the mornings is going to be best, and they should rise even higher. If they're 3k now, I think that in a few days these could hit highs of 4,000 coins once again if we just keep getting the same amount of upgrade packs. So they could be fine again. So you got Team of the Weeks and fodder like we always do. The other cards now is, of course, we've got to speak about FUT birthday Team 2 cards. These is what everyone will be looking at. I'm going to let you know right now, I'm not buying these cards just yet. I'm not buying these cards just yet. I think everyone is investing in these cards, and a lot of these rises you're seeing across the board on all of these cards is investor rises and not people buying for their team. People bought a lot of the Team 1 cards for their team, and I feel like people will be buying Team 2 cards for the team, just not in the same sort of supply, right? So I think I'm going to hold off. I might miss some rises on some of them. I'm going to basically wait for one more crash. Now, this card, Chowie card, might not hit the absolute low that she hit on Friday, but to be honest, she hit 139. She's 146 right now. That's nothing crazy, right? I'm waiting for one more crash on these cards. I might miss it, but honestly, I don't want to overinvest. I feel like everyone's overinvesting. Ping is up like 600,000 coins from her low of 1.7. Again, because everyone is just trying to buy these cards for the same rises as Team 1. We are not going to have a Demone situation in Team 2, because again, there's just too many investors. Like, there'll be too many investors and people selling the card off for something to reach this crazy levels of price. But I do think we are going to have some really nice rises, like some really, really nice rises even with Team 2. So keep a close eye on that. While everyone's looking at the actual cards, feel free as well to look at the out-of-pack icon cards. Bobby Charlton and Eto, two of my favourites. Pushcast is actually really nice as well at a higher budget. And this Crespo card, even just today, was gone all the way down to like 16,000 coins, and now he's back up at 29,000 coins because he got a price range change. So there's definitely coins to be made in this page as well. So don't underlook these icons and heroes as well. And one final shout for these women's fantasy cards. Salba's not the only one, but she actually played with Barcelona the other day, and they did actually get the win. It doesn't update on FUT for whatever reason. They did actually get the win, but she then came down in price afterwards because she didn't get a goal or assist. It's probably what people were hoping for. So keep an eye on these cards. She fluctuates quite nicely between 850 and 900,000 coins in the day. She's not the only one. We've of course got Jill Scott. We've of course got the Jess Park card. All of these women's cards are basically starting to play games now. The Premier League, Women's Premier League's back up. The Women's La Liga's back up. They're starting to play games. So everyone else looking at FUT birthday, I wouldn't go too crazy on these cards, but Jill Scott and Man City did draw their first games. That's why she's kind of stagnant in price. If you could pick some of these up at like below 70,000 coins for when she starts to get upgrades in a week's time or in a week and a half's time, could be really nice, as this is still, even with FUT birthday, such a nice card right now. And she's still 89, because still in a weird way for Evos, even though she's a live card. So lots of opportunities, boys. Lots of things still left with FUT birthday. We're looking for a pack grind. We've hopefully got a few more big Evos in us. We've hopefully got a few more nice SBC and player SBCs that maybe haven't been leaked. Maybe I'm just being a little bit optimistic there. But yeah, make sure to subscribe for more FUT birthday videos if you are new, or just leave a like if these videos help you out. But boys, yeah, until next time, I'll see you all in a